instances of paranormal phenomena have been reported in this desolate place. Events that may reflect the area's tragic past.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dangerous Podcast, where we talk all things paranormal. I'm Ken James, and this is Jason McKittrick.
Hey, folks.
And if you can haunt, howl, or dwell in the dark, we want to talk about it. And tonight, we are going to be bringing you Halloween True Listener Stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a group of stories we collected when we were on our hiatus from this podcast. We didn't come back this Halloween. We came back this Christmas around. So we were like, you know what? We're in Dracula winter right now. There's a storm approaching.
Yeah, there is.
And we were like, with those spooky vibes that we might be buried in 2 feet of snow. 9 feet of snow, as the news is telling us.
Yeah.
We're like, let's get spooky with Halloween. Let's bring Halloween into this mix.
Yeah, totally. And we don't ever need an excuse to bring Halloween onto the show. I mean, how often do we do those like Halloween rescue dose episodes? This is essentially what this is.
Yeah.
Like Ken said, we had a couple of these stories, and I said to Ken, I was like, dude, just why don't we just do them now?
Yeah.
Because we had them ready for that, and then we just didn't get to it. And I was like, well, I guess it's time for some Halloween antics.
Some Halloweenies.
Ooh.
Some January Halloweenies. Get out your weenie whistles, gang.
Ooh. Yeah. And your Dr. Huxtable sweaters.
You're basically Judge Reinhold is what we're saying. So, all right, guys, but before we get to Halloween True Listener Stories, I will be bringing you tonight's Haunted Headline. All right, guys, we got a doozy for you. This one comes to us from The Mirror, and it is, woman who married a rag doll announces she's pregnant with her 4th child.
Dude, the Weekly World News vibes are so strong with this one.
Marivon Roche Moraes, 37 years old, who was married to a rag doll, has a growing family of dolls, announced she is pregnant with 4th child in a bizarre new TikTok video. Marivon Roche Moraes claims she has been experiencing morning sickness and craving for ketchup before taking to TikTok to update her 334,000 followers about a new pregnancy. The 37-year-old previously revealed that she had welcomed twins with her husband, Marcelo, a life-size rag doll, in December of 2023. Now, just over 1 year later, the 4th child is set to join her growing family, which already includes a 2-year-old rag doll, Marcelino, and her twin daughters, named Marcella and Amila. Her mom, Donna Philo, had recently suggested that she take a pregnancy test after she described her symptoms. So the mom is enabling.
Just get through this so I can fucking unload.
Marivon from Brazil filmed the moment to share with viewers. In a video which she has 70,000 views, she can be seen dipping the test into a small cup of urine. She waits before discovering the test is positive and then proceeds to jump with joy, immediately grabbing Marcelo to tell him the news. Telling reporters of her surprise and positive test results, she said, "The surprise was huge because with the twins being 1 year old, and there are 3 babies at home, it is impossible to imagine that a 4th is coming. I won't lie. I thought it wouldn't have any more children, especially since the twins came as a surprise. It was always supposed to be just 1. The news came as a huge shock to everyone who's married to Marcelo in 2018. She said that she uses contraception, including the pill and condoms, but claims doctors told her that she is extremely fertile. Reflecting on the new addition to the family, she said, "I'm really scared of having twins or triplets again one day. Despite everything, we love our new baby very much. Marcelo has said already the opposite. I didn't want another child. We did everything right. He's going to have to get another job now, and he doesn't know how he'll be able to afford all these babies." Holy shit. I just...
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. Aside from the fact that this is just like some ridiculous kind of like, I guess there's two ways you can look at it. This is either just like a ridiculous hoax for, you know, for social media, obviously, that they're just putting this all together. This is a woman with, this isn't even like Sesame Street quality puppet. It's a dude with like, it's a dummy.
Yeah.
And it's not even like it's like, it's stuffed with like cotton or some shit.
Yeah,
the
it's bad.
hair is yarn. It kind of looks like, I don't know, it's got like, he's almost got like a mullet, but he kind of looks like Ned Flanders at the same time. The people supporting this in her life, like I can't, the picture of him leaning in like, oh look, I got the pregnancy test, and the puppet's like in like stuff there, look, I'm pregnant. Like, are there actual videos? Like, are there videos of someone like running this thing? Like, is he like moving around?
No, she's just pulling him in and putting her mental illness on full display for everyone to see.
Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. So he has a puppet. He has the puppet ding dong because she uses the pill and so.
Yeah.
She's having puppet babies.
Yeah.
Not Muppet babies.
Good
puppet
show.
babies.
Yeah, puppet babies.
So are we going to get a birth video? Is she going to like pull like one of those like when they would do with like the Muppets where like they fling him into the air? Is she going to like pretend to have it and they're just going to get one flung in the air? Oh, here he is.
Probably. I mean, I would imagine it's a wacky birth. Puppets are probably brought into this world in a very wacky manner.
Yeah,
I would imagine
like if
that's...
she has 4 this time, like they could have a count there, be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like they could do the whole.
Kermit could officiate, or Fozzie. Fozzie could officiate the wedding.
Kermit could be the man on the scene with his little reporter jacket.
Yeah. This crazy bitch, this crazy Brazilian whore, is giving more puppets life.
Yep. She slept with every member of the cast of the Muppet. I don't even know what to say about this.
Rolf is fucking disgusted.
And they get the two old guys just commenting the whole time.
I knew Brazilians had a lot of... No, I shouldn't. Should I? No.
Nah.
It's them. It's those guys. That wasn't me. They were speaking through me.
Yeah, I almost want to... I don't have TikTok, so I can't follow her, but I almost want to watch her videos after this, because it's like... what? Like, obviously, it's just... I wouldn't even say it's mental illness. It's just like, oh, let's see what this does. And she started getting views, so she's like, oh, let's just go full bore.
Yeah, and she has 730,000 followers. It just shows you what kind of people there are in this world, you know?
She's making money. So, you know, I mean, if she's making a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 from this a month, why wouldn't you continue?
Yeah, and you got to really figure, too, that you know that, like, there's probably a lot of, like, congratulation videos where, like, your family's so beautiful. Probably like 50 of them are serious. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Like, oh my God, we're just supportive of you on your journey. It's like, it's a fucking puppet. What are you talking about? It's not even one of those good like life size or those life dolls, whatever they call them. It's a sock. It's a sock puppet.
Yeah, it's not even a Cabbage Patch.
No, not even. It's got buttons for eyes.
Yeah, a shitty mustache.
Do you think she'll have to up the ante and like he'll get murdered? Like, he was murdered, and they'll show his like neck slit open, and it'll just be like red yarn coming out of his neck,
probably.
or red confetti,
probably
streamers,
something like that. And then Kermit will be back on the scene. Father of 4.
You know what? I think our show needs a puppet.
Buster Irwin.
Something like that. Yeah, the half Sasquatch, half Steve. Yeah, I would be down for that. Like a Lil Mayo style.
Right. I have Spidey Squatch. We can get him a different outfit.
We're gonna have to have someone to voice that guy, or just throw questions to him and just look at him. Yeah, we could do that.
I mean I'm a resident voice guy, so I mean I could figure it out.
You definitely could.
Yeah.
I hate this story. I hate everything. This is like, I don't know what's worse. Whether it's just oh, we just do this for fun and people think it's funny, or or she really has issues, or both.
It's like that one lady who collected those dolls that married one in the ceremony. Like that lady. Yeah.
Right. Puppet Babies. Like, just put it to the Muppet Babies tune.
Yeah. Puppet babies, crazy Brazilian chick.
Yep.
Puppet baby, she likes a puppet dick.
Yeah. Yep. Something about craving ketchup in there.
Yeah. Weird.
Okay.
Weird stuff. And what if I like go to like investigate, like go to TikTok, and then I become like, no, dude, this is a real family.
You come back and you're like, listen.
Yeah.
I had a life-changing experience today.
I know
Like,
what I said.
happened?
I know I said previously, but
Okay, first, I want to publicly apologize.
it's a
to-
beautiful marriage, Marcelio or whatever. Yeah.
You know,
And her 4 beautiful children and her wonderful husband.
yeah.
What a lovely family.
Yep. Kids running around. It's like running around. Okay.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yep.
I'd like to report he did find gainful employment to be able to afford.
I mean, he could be a security guard. I mean,
Yeah, right. Yeah, for a lot of places.
Catch any speeders today, handsome?
Or it could be a pilot, like an airplane.
Right. That too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all we got on that one. It's a
Yeah.
wacky story. Brazil nuts. You know, that's what it is.
No, I wanted to include it because this was, this tickled my weekly world news kind of
It's right up our alley.
vibe. Yeah.
Also,
God,
we have
I
a
wish
little
that still
update
existed.
on our Pennsylvania ghoul.
Oh yeah, the Jonathan Gerlach, however you say his name.
Yeah.
Gerlach the Ghoul. I also
Yeah.
want to say I think I was the first one to call him a ghoul. And now everyone's running with it, so
You-
I'm
yeah.
going to take credit for it.
You should. You
But
absolutely.
hey,
should.
we broke that wide open. We reported that the day it dropped.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then
I'm
everyone
just gonna
bit.
go ahead and yeah. So in that previous episode, we were discussing what kind of brand he probably smoked. What did you say, Paul
I
Malls?
said Paul Malls.
Yeah, and we were both wrong because what did
Yeah.
I say? American Spirit?
Spirits. Yeah.
Yeah, he smokes Marlboro Menthol.
Yeah. Which is, it's a weird detail. It's a weird
It
like
really is. Like, I'm like, where would he pick that up? That's
Yeah.
like,
Marlboro Menthol. Because that was what a lot of guys would smoke back in the day when I like around here on my way, and like I started smoking Marlboro Menthols. Those were like my first, and I was like, you know what? I don't like menthol. And I switched to Reds, and then I had to switch to.
maybe we'll have to save it for the next one because I didn't know we were going to discuss him until like right before recording. But somebody did a deep dive on him, and he was a musician back in the early 2000s, and he has some very terrible emo music.
Oh, fuck.
It's bad.
Next episode, we'll have some of that.
Hey,
we'll have some.
we might do a full episode on him because it's still coming out. His court date is like early March, so we got time.
Do we know the band's name?
I could find the video and send it to you.
Nah,
Because a guy did like a deep dive and like they played some of it. I was like, it's, and he was in a couple metal bands, but they have him. He found videos of the kid talking about this like 15, 20 years ago, and he's exactly who I thought he was.
Yeah, and the state police are getting some guff because someone leaked footage from one of his either storage facilities or his basement.
Oh my god, that video! Yeah, because
Ooh,
I mean, it's what you all saw, on his Instagram, but then there's that video of the torso with the pacemaker hanging
yeah.
out of it.
And he's like, "Oh, that's a pacemaker," and then you just see the corpses standing along the wall.
Yeah, and it's
the,
Delco, so the cops are like,
yeah.
"Yo, is that a fucking pacemaker?"
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
and then the one cop's like, "Oh, this fucking skull's still alive, dude."
yeah.
Like, oh no, oh no.
This needs to become a series, not
Yeah.
even just a.
Oh, this is True Detective in
movie.
real life. This is like, but it's like the case is closed already. It's not as dangerous, but like I
Right.
could imagine, this would be
Yeah.
the one that you would put. What was it? The meme going around. Could you imagine these two guys on a season of True Detective?
Yeah.
Tim Robinson and then Nathan for you, that guy. I think that's what the show was. The guy that kind of sounds like this. Yeah.
Okay.
I would watch the shit out of that. Nathan Felder, I think his name was.
Well, I mean, this would be for this season of True Detective. If they did one around this, it would have to be just two Delco ass guys.
Yeah.
It'd be ridiculous.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
a Delco guy and a Jersey guy. That's what it would be.
Yeah. Arguing about what to call it, hoagies or heroes or whatever they fucking
Yep.
call them,
Sauce or gravy. It's like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Pork roll or Taylor ham,
Yep. I mean, there's no argument on that. It's just fucking pork roll.
Yeah. Good man. Good man.
It's right on the fucking label. All you have to do is use your eyes. Yeah, it's a case that's going to keep coming back, and I feel like we kind of like we kind of became part of this case a little bit because we reported it so early and it's so close to my house. And like, it's just every YouTuber that does this kind of stuff has picked up on it. And like, it's just such an interesting case. And
unsubstantiated claim that one of the corpses may be Betsy Ross.
Yeah, so that dropped like in some of the early articles. They haven't said anything about that yet, and I've only seen a couple articles that said that, and they haven't substantiated that. But if that's true, maybe they are holding it back because it's like one of the big things they're going to use to like really throw the book at him.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he did a whole family's mausoleum, which is crazy.
There's this other YouTuber. His name is Faces of the Forgotten. He's kind of like a rich douche older guy, but he does some good stuff sometimes. But he did the research and he showed pictures of who these people really are, and it was like
I have to
some of
watch
these
that.
bodies are like old, like it's like buried in like 1840. It's like, oh my god, like old. But then we'll have to come back to this because there's so much to it. Like, and then his house, like the neighbors. Once again, you got fucking Joey Bag of Donuts on the street. They're talking to him, and he's like, "Fucking there's fucking flies all over his fucking house." And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
It's not even near his trash. It's in the foyer.
Yeah,
in the foyer with his sconces.
Yeah, so I went to the Spigot and tried to get. It's like the whole thing was there, and I was just like this. I was like, the people surrounding the case are just as interesting.
Yeah, right.
As the Gerlach the Ghoul.
I thought there was something wrong with his hot water heater. I don't know. So I went to the Acme, try to get him some parts to try to fix it. Yeah. He was. We thought he was watching the Eagles. I don't know, but it turns out he was just wrestling with corpses in there on his in his house on the couch.
Find out he was a Pirates fan instead of a Phillies fan. We were like,
whoa. We're like, you're telling me this on a Sunday, on God's Day? Look, you got the Birds on Sunday, Phil's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you're off, but you got the Flyers. You get the Flyers or the Sixers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm. Maybe we can turn this into an animated series, and this will be the way that we get our our bank.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah, the adventures.
Like, do you want some Yeah, do you guys want some input? Jonathan Gerlach is actually reaching out. He wants to give you guys input. But that guy, we're having fun just making fun of him. I don't want to hear anything from him.
No, we know. We get it. We know the lore.
Yeah, we get it. Send him a case of Monster and
have a Marlboro menthol on us. Do we know if they were regular Marlboro menthols or Marlboro menthol lights?
So they were regular, which makes me think he just really likes the color green.
Yeah, the big green.
My favorite color is green.
It's like X Games. It's like X Games, you know?
No, it's like he's like, I'm a ghoul.
Oh, yeah.
Green, rotted flesh. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. He's like, zombies are green. That's why I like green. It's like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, the Cookie Monster was originally green, and like, whoa. Is that real? Yeah. He's like, you know what I think. I wish.
Reptile from Mortal Kombat. It's like a ghoul. It's like, all right, dude, just shut the fuck up. I put him back in his cell.
Shang Tsung would pull green spirits out of the other fighters. It was
Quan Chi shot green skulls.
Ooh, we dodged a bullet there. Green skulls. All right.
I almost said it.
Yeah,
I almost said it. No, we're better than now. Yeah. We don't let that shit happen.
Yeah.
All right, so Halloween stories. We've got these are some fun ones. This was back months ago, and over that little hiatus, we had people send us some stuff, and we ran through a bunch of the others. But these are all Halloween themed, and there were a few others that were. They were stupid, so I was just like, we're not using these. And some of them were just like obviously like, you know, obviously fake. I mean, we're not here to, you know, the veracity, that's not on us. We're just here to relay the information we've been given and have a good time. And you know what? Have some Halloween fun spookiness, because it's always time for that. It's always Miller time, and it's always.
I forget. Before we get into this, I have a question for you. I asked Britt this when we were running errands earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What's scarier?
Mm-hmm.
A screaming ghost or a weeping ghost?
I say a weeping ghost.
She said the same thing, but I think, you know what? I think a weeping ghost is more spooky.
And no, that suggests like, I don't know, because like.
And she was like, "What's the difference?" And I was like, "I don't know, but I think it works in my head."
Well, like screaming, a ghost that's like screaming, that's like that's up here. That's only going to last for so long. You know what I mean? That's going to burn itself out. Like, if I heard a scream, yeah, that's terrifying. But like, if you're in a room and like you constantly have like a weeping, it's like, do you hear that? Like, it's low. It's like, do you hear that? And it's like, someone's crying. Like, that has more like, it brings you in closer, so you get closer. It's more personal. Like a screaming ghost, like, yeah, fuck that. I don't want to hear that either. Like some banshee ass. I don't want that. But weeping just seems like more like there's a story there. It's like, ooh, what happened? And then you get too close, and it's like,
right. Then it screams.
1, 2, 3, get her.
Yeah. I don't know why that. I don't know why that popped in my head. I was driving.
What if she weeps and then screams when you get too close?
Yeah, right. That's the ultimate scare. That's like stealing bodies out of graves scary. But we were driving around because I had to go meet a buddy before like going to Walmart and stuff. And like, I love the area out here because like anywhere I go, like if I go like 2 minutes the other way, it's like old farmhouses and like it's great. It's so like it was sunny, but I still had that like wintry, everything's dead season of the sticks vibe driving through like old farmhouses and stuff. And I just got got me in my spookies. It got me in my ghoulies, and I was like,
hell yeah.
Scarier.
I like that. That got me in my ghoulies. I'm gonna have to use that going forward.
We could get a t-shirt.
I like that. Good job.
Don't forget, go over to Threadless, guys, and get yourself a St. Peter James t-shirt or a Halloween Ghost Party t-shirt.
We'll get back on it, guys. It's just
yeah.
It's fucking January. We're all trying to just get through.
Right. It got me in my ghoulies, and I was just like, huh. And then I started thinking of different ghosts and stuff, and I knew we were recording tonight, and I was just like, then I asked her, and she was like, yeah, weeping, I think. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, totally. I love it, man.
Yeah. So Halloween ghost stories.
Absolutely.
Scary stories.
I was making new Halloween figures today, so we're ready to go.
Love it.
Like I'm not every other day.
Yeah.
No, I got new stuff for next week. It's gonna be fun.
Sweet.
Okay, so first story up. I kind of came in and entitled some of these stories, so I hope you guys will enjoy. I called this one "The Unlit House." All right, and this is a John from Virginia, and John says, "Every Halloween, one house on my route stayed completely dark, even though it was obviously lived in. When I was 16, my friends dared me to knock just to prove it was nothing. The second my hand lifted, the porch light snapped on, bright light, and I heard slow scraping from the other side of the door, like fingernails dragging upward."
Oh.
That's even weirder. I like that detail. A mail slot I'd never noticed creaked open and a single candy corn slid out onto the porch.
What the fuck?
It looked old and wrong. The colors faded like it had been buried for years.
Ooh.
Yeah. My friend Tyler filmed me backing away, laughing like it was a prank. Tyler went up next and knocked hard, acting brave for the camera. On the recording, you can clearly hear a whisper right next to his phone. Trick or treat. And none of them heard it in real time at the time. When they played it back later, they heard it. Right after the whisper, the door handle slowly pressed down like someone had it all the time in the world. Okay? Tyler stopped recording, and we left so fast we didn't even talk until we got back to the lit streets. When I dumped my candy out at home, there was another piece of that same faded candy corn sitting in the middle of my pile, unwrapped, dusty, and warm, like it had just been in someone's hand.
Ew.
John from Virginia.
John.
This
Haunted
one got
Virginia.
me right away.
Yeah, Haunted Virginia.
Oh, Virginia's haunted as fuck.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I have a thing for candy corn. I use it in my art a lot. So I was just like, this story was like, I was like, dude, first of all, I like there's so many details in here. First, the trick-or-treating, and you could tell that it's like, you guys may be a little too old to trick-or-treat. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I like the filming of it, and I like the fact that you could tell, and he probably left this detail out, but you could probably tell they thought it was a Halloween like trick. They're like, he's fucking with this. All right, go, you go up. I'll film while you go up. But the detail of the candy corn is so weird, and then them picking up the whisper that they didn't hear until later.
Yeah.
I love that because that kind of gets me in my Sarah Estep feels, like didn't hear until later.
Right, exactly. And I was thinking that you got EVPs, you got sound scratching come from the bottom, you got the candy corn manifesting, in
old candy corn.
Yeah, old candy corn.
And he gives us the detail that like it was buried.
Yeah, I
That's
wonder
weird.
if I wonder if John still has the video, or maybe they, you get a new phone, you just let it go by the wayside. You don't keep that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
that was
John.
a while ago.
John, if you're listening to this episode, if you have the videos, email that to us because I
Yeah.
would really like to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold you in anything, but like, damn, that's great stuff.
I have plenty of old videos of stuff that were just, like I said, 5 phones ago. And the rate in which you switch phones, it's just like, I'm like, oh, my one fucking ghost video that I had. And then I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's like 32-bit. You can't even tell what it is.
Right. I also use
Nice.
my Yak Pack to record extra audio from there.
I had the blue clear one.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, yeah, I had VH or actual cassette recordings from a recorder of the last time I went into Byberry.
Oh, yeah. I remember you told me. Yeah,
somewhere around here. I gotta find it. But I get it. That stuff you lose. You lose that kind of stuff. Or if you investigate Eastern State, they don't give it to you because of the naughty word you used. So I get it if he doesn't have the video. Sick story though. I love that. That's fucking. That's like a. I don't know. That could be like a character, like a spooky, like the candy corn man at the house. Like that could be a guy.
It's kind of funny because like I could easily fit this into like my like Lantern Jack and like Jackling stories. Like I could easily turn this into something.
Yeah, but it could almost be like Lovecraftian, almost like he'd be
It
like one of
could.
the characters, like the old man in the house kind of deal.
Could. Yep.
He's
Yep.
tricky with the candy corn.
Yep. He's buried in the basement with his candy, and then he comes up every Halloween night. They heard footsteps coming up the cellar stairs.
Yeah, but no one knows how he gets up, up through. He just like goes through, and that's where you get the scratching.
Fuck it, dude! Isn't Halloween just the best?
It is the fucking best. Like, I love it. All right, great fucking story. So this next one we titled "The Mask That Didn't Come Off." Austin from Dayton, Ohio. All right. My little brother and I were walking home after trick-or-treating when a kid in a plain white mask fell in behind us. Okay. At first, I assumed he was just going the same way, but he matched our turns exactly. 3 blocks, no houses, no porch lights, just the quiet gap between the neighborhoods. Ooh. All right, good deets. I stopped and asked, "Which street are you on?" He didn't answer. He tilted his head like he was listening to something I couldn't hear, and then he took one slow step forward. My brother tugged my sleeve and whispered that the kid didn't have a costume, just the mask. No jacket, no gloves, nothing. Even though it was freezing, the good old days when Halloweens were really cold. When the streetlight hit him, I realized the mask wasn't plastic. It looked like a skin stretched too tight. Ew! Ew! We ran to our porch and slammed the door. Then watched through the sidelight window. He walked up onto our lawn and just stood there, facing the house perfectly still. My mom opened the door to see what was wrong with us, and when I looked back out, the mask was on our doormat, still warm, like it had just set it down and vanished. Man, the still warm details. Ew.
Yeah, that's why I put them right now. Yeah, so that's why I put these two together. This is like, once again, we'll have this time that we have in our episodes. Let's assume everything is all real. Everything's real. Everything exists. This is one of those like those stories where you hear sometimes where like Halloween kind of reaches out to you.
Yeah.
Like those, like it's almost like those kids that like mock it, or those kids that are just like, oh man, I just want a good scare. I want a good scare for Halloween. And it's like, they were out trick or treating. Yeah, and then also almost like a innocent kids on their way back from a house, or innocent kids on their way back to their house after trick or treating, and something follows them. Like that's very like. And kids' imaginations are fucking crazy. I mean, you could just look at this and be like, okay, so he had a weird mask on, and they thought it looked like something. Maybe he was maybe he was in weird light, so it kind of looked like that. But the fact that you could imagine a kid doing this, another kid like, I'm gonna scare the shit out of these guys. They took it off and he threw it on the thing and then ran away. Like that. Like you could see both sides of this. I mean, if you want to read it as full paranormal, fine, that's wonderful. I love it. But you can also read it as another kid being a little fucker on Halloween. Trying to scare somebody. Like this one I love too. That's why I put these two together. Like, this weird yet like, because we got these like months apart, and the one guy mentioned that the candy was still warm, and then this one that the mask was still warm. I was like, that's interesting.
If we ever do like a book of short stories, like we should. If we ever do that, we should call it Still Warm.
Ooh,
That's a good name, right?
I like it.
Or This Is Why You Don't Use Pepper Spray.
Okay.
Sorry, a little joke from inside joke from our listener Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
The Great American Piss Ape.
Yeah, he's not allowed on the show anymore.
Yeah, no, he's not allowed.
We
on the
love
show.
him to death, but
Yes.
he just completely
Yeah.
derails the show.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Yeah, love you, man.
All right.
You smell like piss. All right.
All right. Next one is entitled "The Basement Call," and this is Keith from Poughkeepsie.
What? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
It's
Keith.
in New York. Okay, so Keith says, on Halloween night, my friends and I used a cheap Spirit Box app as a joke, sitting in my friend's finished basement with the lights off. It was mostly static and nonsense until it suddenly landed on a clear voice that said my name, first and last, like somebody reading it off of a form. I like that mechanical kind of quality. We all laughed, but then my friend paused the app, and the basement got quieter than it should have been. Not silent. More like the room was holding its breath. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. From the far corner, we heard a single soft knock from inside the wall. The spirit box started again by itself, even though the phone was face down to the carpet. A voice came through slow and close. Don't go upstairs. At the same time, we heard footsteps overhead, heavy ones, crossing the living room. My friend's dad was supposed to be working overnight. We texted him and he replied instantly, still at work, why? The footsteps stopped directly above the basement door. Then the doorknob began turning slowly, like whoever was outside didn't want to make noise. We stayed in that basement until sunrise, and nobody ever admitted being in the house.
Yeah, I would have stayed down there.
Dude, basement stories.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
I've got
all
a
day.
great one.
Yeah.
You're a creepy basement goblin.
Yes.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
I like the use of these stupid apps. Like that's I love
it's
it.
great. It's great, and like the details. We got some Hemingways coming through here with some some stories, man.
Well, it's
Ugh.
funny because like I said, there was a ton, and I there's some that were really bad that I left out. These ones were just and I cleaned up a couple of these too, just to there's some like extraneous stuff.
Yeah, it's fine to do the messy ones when it's a jump scare, but like
Yeah.
we're doing the first. You gotta tighten them up sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But I like the whole Spirit Box app thing because it's like it said the first and last name, which if you have an app, it's going to read it from your phone, and I know
Right.
that's a feature of one of those apps, so I think that's like really funny. But then the knock from inside the wall, fuck that.
Yeah, and then the footsteps, and
Yep.
I love the dad's text back because that's like totally. I've said that same thing a million times.
Yep.
Still at work? Why? Like, what do you?
Yep.
What?
What broke? What broke? No, I'm not stopping on the way home.
No, you hold the button in.
Right.
You hold the button in.
Yep. No,
All right.
It's no, this is good times. And the kids hanging out in the basement on Halloween night. He didn't give us any details if they went trick or treating or anything, but I just liked this was like after the fact. I imagine that it was like they were done trick or treating, like, dude, pull up that stupid Spirit Box app. They're probably watching some Ghost Adventures. Yeah. And then they got this.
I like to think that they were one of these kids was the kid with the mask in the last one. They're a little old, so they
Yep.
were out messing with kids trick or treating. Came back to the basement to put on horror movies, listen to some metal albums, play with a Ouija board, whatever, and then they got a scare of their life.
Yep.
It was the Halloween karma coming back, just like the Trick or Treat, the movie.
Yep.
That's what I like to think, but
Yep.
that's just my imagination.
This next one, and you can read this one. This one was a little creepy pasta-ish to me, but I really liked the.
Sometimes the
like
best,
I said,
man.
I'm not claiming. I don't. They people send us into us. I'm not claiming veracity on any of these, but this one was like, you know what? I'm putting it in anyway.
All right.
So go ahead.
This one we call The Costume in the Road. Aiden from Ashland, Oregon. All right. Driving home from a Halloween party, I saw someone in a scarecrow costume standing in the middle of a... Remember my scarecrow costume for the one year?
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, almost as good as the werewolf.
Yeah, fuck you. Standing in the middle of the back, in the middle of a back road. lit by my headlights. So I'll repeat that. I saw someone in a scarecrow costume standing in the middle of a back road lit by my headlights. The costume looked detailed, burlap mask, straw collar, old coat, and they were perfectly still facing my car. I slowed down, thinking it was a prank or someone drunk, and I flashed my brights. It might have been me. The figure didn't react, no flinch, no head turn, nothing. Just a steady, patient stance, like it was waiting for me to get closer, and then it was going to scream. When I got within about 20 feet, the scarecrow lifted one arm and pointed towards the woods. The motion was too smooth, like a puppet pulled by a string, or a single string. My chest tightened, and I locked the door without thinking. Yeah, dude. I hit the gas and passed it, and in the rearview mirror, I saw it twist to follow me, only didn't turn like a person. Its whole body rotated in one stiff movement, shoulders and hips together. That's gross.
Yeah,
That's gross. The next morning, I drove back in daylight, convinced I'd find evidence of a prank. There were no footprints on the shoulder, no tire marks, nothing except a clump of straw pinned under a rock in the center of the road, like someone left it there on purpose.
I love the story. Like I hope it's real.
Yeah.
I hope all these are real. But that's just an interesting like detail, because this reminds me of all those clown stories. I mean, I know this was a scarecrow, but remember when the clowns came back around? Yeah. Like this sounds like clown activity, but
I told the story when the clowns came back around. What was that, 2016?
Yeah.
Britt was walking to like Wawa or Sev. She was walking to Sev when we lived in Northeast Philly, and she saw like a group of like 17 teenagers chasing a guy in a clown costume with like bats. I was like, yeah,
perfect.
That's Northeast Philly, baby. Let's
I was
go.
just gonna say, it's like, oh, we don't have, there's no clown problem in Philly. Why not? Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were all laughing hysterically too while chasing them.
Yeah, the clown's like, ah!
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna fucking murder this guy,
Yep.
Then we're gonna go watch the Phils.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful,
exactly. Okay, so next story. Called this one the group chat invitation, and this is Kate from Philly.
Philly, what?
Oh, okay. On Halloween, a new group chat popped up on my phone titled Trick or Treat with 5 numbers I didn't recognize. I don't know what app that is. The first, maybe that's, what's that one that everybody uses?
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, yeah.
Well, you can now just make like text with group chat names. Like I have one that's like the fam, and it's like all the fam. So like it might just be the new like OS or whatever.
Okay. This must have just happened then. Okay.
Yeah.
Or last couple of years at least. The first message was my full address. The second was, porch light off means no candy.
Okay.
Kind of weird. I assumed it was someone messing with me, so I replied, "Who is this?" Immediately, another message came in. "We're outside." Then my porch camera notification pinged. The live feed showed my front steps empty. No kids, no cars, no movement, nothing. But the audio picked up faint breathing close to the mic, like someone standing inches from it.
I've seen videos like this.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
The chat sent one more message. "Open the door." And then on the camera feed, the porch light clicked on by itself, even though I had never touched the switch. I didn't open the door. I just watched the feed until it cut out and said connection lost. And when it came back, there was a single piece of candy on the doormat. What the fuck? And the group chat had disappeared like it never existed. Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That gives me vibes of, remember that one camera where like the guy was like at the door, and the husband wasn't at home, but he was like, I want to kill and rape the woman in there. Like,
yes.
Remember that? And he kept saying,
yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
So bad.
There was one, there's a similar story, and where it was something like this, same kind of thing, messing with the camera. It was like a Ring camera situation, whole kind of thing. And someone was leaving like pumpkin themed things on this girl's doorstep. And it was like random throughout the month of October. They found out that it was, this girl had been going to therapy somewhere, and there was another like patient that was sitting in a waiting room, and somehow he's able to hear all the sessions going on, and found out that she liked pumpkins. But so he had followed her home or whatever, and he was leaving stuff on her porch. And then apparently on like, I think it was Halloween night, he was like in the bushes, and she was like, because she like was expecting something else to get delivered. She's like, all right, tonight's Halloween, I know something's gonna get crazy. And he he was in the bushes ready to do something. And she called the cops, and they grabbed him. This is a couple of years ago.
Oh, and yeah, he probably had like a knife on him and duct tape and zip ties. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a scary world we live in. And you know what? That one I'm not putting beyond the realm of feasible and real, because you see it all the time in the group chat thing. It could have been someone she knows, either fucking with her or not.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was like
I
her-
wonder. I wonder what kind of candy it was. I want that detail, Kate. If you hear this episode, I know you sent this in like months ago, but if you hear this episode, I'd like to know what kind of candy it is. That's just it's a detail I'd like to know.
And if it's a Werther's original, keep it to yourself. You know,
Yeah,
you don't have that in a while. Nips, remember Nips?
hell yeah.
Yeah, and then they have chocolate ones with the chocolate in the middle.
I do remember those.
Damn, I gotta get some Nips. My grandpa and grandmom used to have them. Dude, I would
Yeah.
put one in my mouth and I would cry. I know that would happen. Just the nostalgia rush. Oh my god, I love those.
That is fun.
Hopefully it was a Nip.
Well, it could have been, or some savage left Smarties. Ew.
You're not a Smarties guy? You
No,
gotta- you
they're
gotta unwrap
worthless
the-
candy.
Yeah, but you gotta like unwrap the whole thing.
Dude, if it's not on a necklace, I don't want it.
But that's the move. Either unwrap one side and shoot them in your mouth like a tube.
Yeah, totally.
Or you do the twist, just drop them all
Yep.
in, crunch
Yep.
them up, and move. You know, that's how you eat Smarties.
Dude, you know what ones I really miss the most? Those ones that were like the creepy crawlers, the jelly like bugs that came in those things.
Yeah,
with
and
the
you'd
foil
pop them
back and pull 'em
out. Yeah, those
I
were
miss
awesome.
those so much because you could buy them in strips. Do you remember?
Yeah, and they made Ninja Turtle ones
Dude,
that were awesome. Yeah,
they were awesome. I remember those, but like my Halloween nostalgia head right now is talking about the ones that were like spiders and skulls and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like bats.
yeah, you
Dude,
can even
you
get
would
those
get-
at Party City.
Can you still?
You could. I'm saying.
Oh,
back then
I'm
they would have
excited.
them at Party City too, but Wawa would have them when it was good Wawa. You know,
Right.
everything was in trolley and fucking
Yeah, Wawa does suck.
Haribo.
Their candy sucks now.
yeah.
Or it's something to do with a sponsorship with like one of the Phillies or Saquon or something.
Yeah, dude, I gotta say, Kit Kat, what's going on with your seasonal Kit Kats? They're so much better.
Killing it.
Dude,
Killing it.
I got for Bears, I got the Kit Kat Bears. They're so good. Like, what are they doing differently with, because I started with the Kit Kat Counts. That was
Yeah.
the first one at Halloween.
They
I
were good.
texted
Yeah,
you, and
yep.
you were like, already got them. And I was
Yep.
like, yo, what the fuck? And then Kit Kat Santas. I was like, they're
Yep.
still killing it. They're keeping it up.
They had the witches too. They were like they
I
had the
didn't see
green
the
white
witches.
chocolate.
Okay.
and they're good too.
Okay.
Yeah, Kit Kat's been fucking around.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I'm digging it. And I'm a Kit Kat guy.
I like Kit Kat.
I'm a
Kit Kat
Kit
with a
Kat
coffee.
brat. I'm a Kit Kat brat. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
You know?
that's a t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt. Kit Kat brat right here. And
You just got
dude,
this Kit Kat brat right in his ghoulies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was in my ghoulies. I'm a Kit Kat brat, you know. But yeah, no, dude, Kit Kat, keep killing it. And I even Valentine's Day shapes with a bear. I'm in. Keep them up.
I like the gimmicks, man. I
Yeah.
dig it.
Yep.
It gets you through sometimes. Sometimes you're just in Wawa, just getting some bullshit. Like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. And you look over, you're like, fucking Easter Bunny Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
You just fuck it. I'll get one.
Yeah. No,
Dude, they already had the Cadbury cream eggs out the other day. I was like,
I was about to say,
fuck, yeah,
oh my
I could've
god,
had a few of those.
best, the fucking best. One year, I remember, I don't know if they kept it around. I think people might have hated them, but they had Halloween Cadbury.
Oh,
cream
they're
eggs.
around. They
still
had
do.
the Cadbury Scream Eggs.
Yeah, okay,
Yep.
Scream eggs. Yeah, instead of the yellow for like the yolk, it was green,
Yep.
and you're
Yep.
like, oh, it's spooky chocolate. Oh.
It's spooky, Daddy.
Yeah. That's what they're called. They're spooky daddies. Yeah.
Spooky Daddies. Yeah. Yeah. It's a purple foil. They have them every year. We got them this year too.
I haven't seen them, but that's sick. Good. I'm glad they're doing that. I'll take the last story if we want to do that.
Do it, man. I left this one to the end because this one, you just go ahead and read it. I enjoy
Okay.
this one quite a bit.
I don't like the name. I don't like the name.
You know what? Don't read the title because I think it actually.
Okay.
I think it's better that you don't. Just say who
Okay.
it's from.
So I haven't read any of these, but so this one, my first time reading. I'm reading it along with you guys. Let's see if it hits us all in our ghoulies. This one's from Victoria from Massachusetts. On Halloween night in 2017, great year, I was driving home on a 2-lane road that cuts between a cemetery and a stretch of woods. It was late enough that the trick-or-treat traffic was gone, and the only light was my headlights and the weak orange glow from a few houses farther back. Sick.
Yeah, she set the tone.
Yeah. As I passed the cemetery entrance, I saw someone standing on the shoulder ahead, tall, motionless, and facing the road. At first, I thought it was a costume, a figure wrapped in what looked like a clear plastic sheet that clung to their body like wet cellophane, reflecting my headlights in sharp flashes. Gross. When I got closer, the sheet, quote unquote, wasn't moving with the wind at all. I could only see straight through parts of it like fog trapped in plastic. The figure's face was pale and indistinct, but the shape of the head and shoulders was wrong, too smooth, like it hadn't finished forming. Okay. I slowed down without meaning to, and the figure turned towards me. There was no step, no shift of weight, just silent rotation. And suddenly it was beside my passenger window, close enough that my headlight shouldn't have been lighting it from behind. I slammed on the gas and didn't look back until I hit the first stoplight near town. In the rearview mirror, my passenger seat belt was pulled tight across the seat like someone had buckled it, and the plastic and the plastic smell like a new shower curtain was so strong I had to pull over and throw up. Ew.
Yeah, this is like Resurrection Mary territory, but even worse.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Ew.
All right. Here's what I think happened here. This is what I think. And once again, this is all real. I think this is the ghost of somebody that was discarded on the side of the road in a fucking shower curtain.
Yeah, okay. I'm with that.
When I read this, because I was putting these together last week, when I read this, it was at night. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. This one gave me actual chills. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I was getting them while
God.
reading it. Yeah, oof.
Like the not formed, and so she says not fully formed, or it's rotting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's squishy. It's inside that
Yes,
and the plastic smell, like the shower curtain. I know exactly what she means. You know that, and because it makes you nauseous. That's disgusting. It's worse than a dead body. That plastic rotten smell. Oh. Dude, what a great story. Victoria, Vicky. I'll be bold. This is an amazing story. Like, I love this so much.
Ew.
It's and you can feel the cold rain too. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh. I love this so much. Yeah. Like, this actually gave me the chills. I was like, this is a legit ghost story. Like one of those ones where it's like you see it, and then when you haven't seen it again, like after the sighting happens, like you kind of get that thing like you were just not in like a real you were not in a real like time. Like it was like a time slip almost. Like once you come out of it, you're like, oh my God, I just went through something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Like you're out of time for a minute, and then you come out of it, and you're like, ooh, like that's a hell of a story. So, and it's on Halloween night. God, like,
yeah. And then you're thinking like there was a murderer that discarded a body on Halloween night. There, you're like,
yes, yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe it didn't happen on Halloween night. It's just because the veil is thin. This apparition was able to occur.
Yeah. You probably should go back and like look for something. Maybe that was like telling you, because there are stories of, you know.
Yes, apparitions showing where someone's buried or something like that.
There.
Yep.
Oof. There's a good Mr. Ballin one with like the woman in the purple jacket with the different color hair. There's that one where the little kid saw it, and then like they went back and they found where the missing lady was. Like,
yeah, that's that classic unsolved mystery story where like they saw same kind of setup. They were driving late at night and they saw a naked woman by the edge of the road. Yeah. So they called in, and then the police came to see, and they looked down.
And they found the daughter was like actually still alive. That one.
Yeah, like a toddler was in the car, and the woman was dead. It had like just occurred in the last few hours, but manifested herself as naked walking. At that certainly got attention.
Yeah.
Like this is in that category for me. But this is so like, ugh. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like face to face with like death. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like I love and hate this at the same time. Like,
right, because like it gives you that like, okay, what is the afterlife vibe? And it's like, does energy get stuck? You know, like that kind of thing. Like, or does like, is it like part of your energy like resonates, or is it intelligent? Like, these are the questions for truth seekers. You know what I mean? Like, what do we?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we dealing with here? And it's just such a spooky thing to think that like, Maybe it was just a slip in time, but it was up. It was upright, and like it got in the car somehow and strapped itself in. I don't know.
It's almost like, yeah, it's like, I'm gonna go for it and say, like, because it's on Halloween night, and if you go for the whole thing that the veil is thin, the thinnest, or one of the nights at its most thin. Apparently, there's 3. This just gets me with that. Like, it was able to just like move in this way where it was like, oh, I can manifest, but then at the same time, it got in the fucking car. Like, it's like, ew.
What I think probably happened was, I think because you tend to look for extra things, probably someone like buckled it in, like they were carrying like, like a thing of like stew or something in the back, and they fastened it.
Oh, hell yeah, you got to buckle it when you got a big pot of fucking stew. You
buckle it,
yeah, you do, because you want to bring that to the party. Because I don't know if you're aware, but people like stew.
It's precious cargo. But I imagine that probably happened, and then they were like, oh my god, and the back seat was buckled too. They just forgot that they strapped in their stew and just lifted it straight out instead of unbuckling it,
Right.
Or they were just like, can you help Carol or help Victoria with the stew, and someone went out
and then she looked
like,
back and the stew was rotten.
Yeah, no. And the stew was speaking to her. No, yeah, I love that story, Vicky. I also will be cavalier with your name, but it's a great story, and it's reminded me of my most recent experience that I had that I texted you about with the spookiness. It's weird. Should I tell it? Should I tell it to?
You do you, buddy.
Well, yeah. So I recently, it was like last Wednesday or something. I swore off melatonin kind of because it's 50-50. I either have insane nightmares or I have a great night of sleep. And whoever in Uganda who like made it, whatever, how much they put in to the gummy, So because it's Aldi's brand, so like it's not really regulated.
Might as well be a gas station dick pill.
Right, exactly. So I was like, I really need sleep, so I took one. And in the dream, me and Jay, we were doing an episode of this from a haunted house. And we were basically communicating with a ghost and like we're talking. And the last time we communicated with it, it bust through this closet door and started attacking me and I couldn't see it. But while this is happening in my dream, in real life, I start like going, huh, 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 huh. And then I start screaming my wife's name by the time she's running towards me because she thinks I'm dying or something. So she wakes me up and I'm like, oh God, let's go. And she's like, oh, you were screaming. I was like, oh, okay. I kind of felt that. I felt like I was, I was like, okay. So I got up and I was like, whew, that was a wild dream. And I was like, I need chips or something, So I'm in the kitchen and she's in the living room hanging out. And it's 1 a.m. And I was like, oh, God. She's like, what happened? I was like, I told her the story. And I was like, yeah, its name was Charles. And she's like, huh, that's weird. I was like, why is that weird? She's like, well, I was sitting out here and I looked up and noticed the time. It was 12:18. And that was the time that my uncle took his life. And she said to comfort herself, she just started talking to him. And she's like, oh, hey, Uncle Charlie, I miss you. I think of you all the time. And I was like, oh, Uncle Charlie. And that was Charles attacking me at the same time that happened. I was like, that's weird. And she's like, and the kicker was, while I was doing that, the baby monitor, which I just charged the night before, fully charged, she's like, it went dead. It just went dead, and it was, it had a charge. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So I was like, all right, Bruce, let's go back to bed. We went and laid down. And then I'm laying there, and I'm giving myself the ghoulies. And I swear I'm hearing something behind me, like in the closet behind me. But I'm like, no, we got to go back to sleep. We got work in the morning. So I finally wake up to get ready for work the next day, and I go to my closet, which is behind me here. And one of my fold-up chairs and a couple mic stands have been pulled out of the closet or fallen out of the closet under my clothes. Which, once again, I'm not saying it was paranormal, just saying it was weird coincidences of the dreamland and, what was going on with my wife and her, and I can't hear her. It's not like, we're a good distance away. And I was like, that was fucking weird.
Well, yeah, they say the sleeping brain can do very weird things. And I mean, connect to things in a strange way that you just can't do when you're awake.
Yeah, I guess.
Just full of thought on that. No, I mean, your brain was more aware.
Maybe.
in its sleeping state, or because of whatever fucked up chemicals were in those goddamn
Yeah.
melatonin.
It was just weird. Like I said, it was just a bunch of weird coincidences that were like really spooky. So like, you could be like, oh my God, I got attacked by the ghost of my, and then like,
The last time I took melatonin, I had dreams that I was at like the crucifixion. I was like, nope, not taking that again. That was like, those ones where you wake up, you feel like you were in like you were fighting for your life dreams.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That's what that
never
was.
taking those again.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was, because I was.
Yep.
And I was screaming, I started screaming my wife's name.
Full on Jack Nicholson from The Shining.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, that happened to me recently. I'm not going to say it was paranormal. I'm just going to say, like I said, a bunch of spooky coincidences. And
I'm gonna say it's paranormal. I like it.
I didn't. That was the thing. I did not like it.
I like it for its context of being
Yeah, I know. But
outside of the norm.
No joke, and I didn't want to tell Britt this because like I've heard stuff from this closet before, like weird stuff.
Yep.
I could have swore I heard something whisper my name when I was going back to sleep, and I was like, I'm just giving myself the creeps. I was like, that's what I'm doing, just giving myself the creeps. Bruce, come lay with me.
Yep.
Tuck the gun under the pillow. No, I was just like, okay, we're just scaring ourselves here because that was really spooky, and the dream was really spooky, and you're still like in dream brain mode. Yeah.
Well, it looks like you got touched in the ghoulies big time that night.
I got my ghoulies batted around, Yeah, just like that. Yep, just like a cat or an alien would do to Chuck Rack. Oh.
Well, I know it was tough for you, but I like the story, buddy.
Yeah. I was like, I got to work, and I was like, all right, I gotta unload this on everyone I work with. I was like, you guys want to hear a crazy fucking story? I was like, this is
no,
what
it's
I would
good.
do
It
next.
reminds me of a line from the movie Communion with Christopher Walken, where he says to his kid, he's like, I'm glad that this is not my room. Kid's like, fucking thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
Kid's like
thanks,
7.
Pop.
Yeah. Deal with these aliens, and then
Yeah, and I apologized to everyone. I was like, I'm sorry if I'm going to be cranky today. Rough sleep last night.
sorry, I was being tormented by spirits last time.
Yeah. My wife's uncle passed away. He decided to attack me from a closet in a dream state.
Yep.
Interrupting other dangerous podcasts,
Well, what happened was he didn't want to be disturbed. Beeb was calling him, and he was like, I'm going to take it out on Ken.
Yeah.
So
he's
he
sleeping,
drifted into the room and was like fucking choking.
Yeah. Yep. But in the dream, I couldn't see him. I just knew it was coming,
Yeah.
And I was like, like, trying to dodge like ghost hands, That's what it was. And then it turned into me screaming in real life.
It was like ghost bullet time. You were just like,
Yes.
but in like slow motion.
Yeah. Go. Losing my mind in my sleep.
Yep. I can't wait for a few more years where Kenny just like sits there and watches you like, what the fuck, Dad?
That's my father.
Yep, there he is.
I wake up, he's like, melatonin. I'm like, yeah, sorry, bud.
Yeah. No, man, that stuff. That and Benadryl. If I ever take Benadryl, same kind of shit. I have the most
Benadryl
insane dreams.
Do you do the tabs or do you do like the liquid?
The tabs.
You gotta do the liquid. When it comes to any of that kind of stuff, like, you gotta
I don't really
do
need
liquid.
it, but like the last time I took it, like something happened. I was having like this weird allergic reaction to something that I ate, and my lips were starting to swell, and it was itching on the inside of my mouth and in my ears. I was like, let me take a Benadryl, and then we were at my mom's house, and she was like, here, take 2. She's like, these are like whatever. I was like, okay, so I took 2. I passed out in the chair sitting up when I was at my mom's house. It was like, this is like Easter a couple of years ago, and then I slept the whole car ride home, and then slept the whole night through, and I felt like I went to like all 3 Lord of the Rings books. Like it was like a full adventure. I woke up.
The chair was the first
aged
one.
20 years.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. As soon as you dropped the ring in Mount Doom, you woke up.
Yep.
Like, whoa, how long have I been sleeping?
Yeah, I woke up just as Gollum bit my finger off. So,
You were like, how many endings does this dream have? I'm just like
A lot.
Yeah, like.
yeah, off to the Grey Havens or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, so
stories were
maybe
great.
stories were awesome. I think maybe we should have folks. I want you all to take melatonin and Benadryl, and then go to sleep and report back what happened.
Yeah, tell us what happens. And also, if-
Anything that happens, we'll call that the Ghoulies effect.
exactly. And if you have a significant other, have them mid-sleep start communicating with a fallen relative.
Yeah. Have that all happen.
Yeah.
The
Report
effect, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna make that official ODP canon. The effect that melatonin and or Benadryl has on you in your dreams is called the
The
Ghoulies.
Ghoulies.
Yeah.
The Meadows. Yeah.
The-
So, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, great stories. I mean, I wanted to give you my, new spooky happening. And yeah, I mean, it's all fun. It's all good. Like, just like you start thinking like, oh, do I have sleep apnea? Is that what this is?
It could be. I mean, that's it could be.
Could be. But no mask yet. In the clear.
No
still.
mask yet. Well, then you could just pretend to be Bane all the time.
It's true.
It's true.
Brittany, bring me a
Well,
water.
exactly. So we have. I'm going to shout her out because she's starting to get on my nerves. My cousin Kelly, who is a huge fan of the show, had asked to be on an episode. And Kelly, we tried to make space for you, and we did. And then it's always these excuses. So if you're not on this next episode that we record, I don't know. We have to do something.
Yeah, we're gonna. There'll be some sort of punishment. Maybe
Some
a character gets created.
I'd hate to have a puppet named Kelly show up on the show every once in a while and
Yeah.
we just berate her.
Yeah,
I
we can
hate to
get
do that.
we can get really silly really quick. It's happened.
We turn into knuckleheads pretty fast.
Yes, it's very true.
Yep.
Once we
Silly
get into our
gooses, if you
antics,
will.
yeah, once we get into our antics, that we put on our silly goose hats and
Yep. Just
True
two
Detective.
knuckleheads over here.
True Detective season 1, it's the exact opposite of that dynamic.
Right. And then the problem is that then we take it too far
Yeah.
and then we go into Mountain Devil Wounded Ape Man mode and
Yeah.
then my cousin doesn't talk to me anymore.
Yeah, so we gotta.
So Kelly, you better be around for the next recording session so we can have you on and
Yeah.
have a fun time.
Yeah,
We're going to be nice this first time, but if you make us wait again, we're not going to be nice. How about that? Is that a good threat?
that's a good threat.
Yeah.
That's a good threat. So stick around, gang. It's either gonna get really fun, or your cousin's coming up,
Or both.
or Kelly will be here.
Or both.
And-
Or
and
she'll
have
be on
fun
the
that way,
episode,
yeah.
and then we'll have her as a character, even though she's not on the show. It's like, oh,
Ooh.
Kelly's back, and then,
Yeah.
draw a face on my hand and like,
Yeah. Or just go to work with glue and popsicle sticks, come up with something,
Yep.
I'm industrious. I can make something happen.
We could do something.
We'll figure it out. But all right,
Yeah,
guys.
she's second thoughts now, big time.
Yeah, right. We just scared her off the show.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Though this has been Halloween True Listener Stories, and for Other Dangerous Podcast, I've been Ken James,
And I've been Jason McKittrick.
and as always, have a spooky evening. Thank you for listening to Other Dangerous Podcasts. Have you encountered the other dangers? If so, you can email us at otherdangerouspodcast@gmail.com. And if you'd like to have a discussion about the paranormal, you can find us at Other Dangerous Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. There you can find submitted pictures, videos, and artwork from listeners. We are now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else podcasts are streamed. And after listening, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you the other dangers.